Give us a brief introduction.
Sir, I am Harekrushna. I am from Bargad. I have completed my undergraduation from College of Agriculture, OUT, Bhavani, Patna. And my hobby is I am a YouTuber. I used to upload video whenever I find time.
Okay. So, why you have taken agriculture as one of your options? Apart from the reason that you are an agriculture student, it is your domain. Any other reason why you have taken?
Yes, definitely, sir. One of the reason is, of course, my graduation is agriculture. Other than that, sir, as it is means deeply related with the society or the farmers, which are the backbone of our India. So I chosen that subject so that it will be helpful to both the society and also to me. And third point is that also the as I have checked the syllabus, I find it quite beneficial to me and also to the subjects.
Okay. So, can you tell me the mechanisms, explain me the mechanisms of C3, C4 and CAM with one example each?
Yes, sir. The basic difference between C3, C4 and CAM is their respiratory cycle through which the energy is generated. In C3, the energy loss is more. In C4, the energy consumption is very less, and the C4 plant is found to be very efficient in its metabolism. And crustacean acid metabolism, we found it in the drier part or the desert area. Crustacean acid metabolism. The one of the C3 plants are these maize. C4 plants we found amaranthus or sorghum, and crustacean acid metabolism. It is one of the best example is pineapple, sir.
Okay. So, what is the different type of classification of agricultural zones in India, and which is the most commonly used classification?
Sir, two types of classification. One is given by our planning commission. It has divided India into 20 agricultural zones, and one is one classification is given by 15. The ICAR, Indian Council of Agricultural Research, divided the total Indian continent into 15 agricultural zones. So the basic classification used for in agriculture field, it is the ICR classification, which it is divided into 15 groups.
Okay. So, in Odisha, what are the major climatic zones?
Sir,
Agroclimatic zones.
yes, sir. In Odisha, we found near about 8 agroclimatic zones, which are divided into the whole Odisha is divided into like a coastal or the undulating zone, like that. It is divided into near about 8 climatic zones.
Okay, and most of Odisha will come under which of these divisions? Okay. So, what is in the soil? What is the general or ideal ratio of the NPK nutrient?
Yes, sir. The NPK ratio is 3:2:1, which is considered to be ideal ratio. Indian soil is very rich in nitrogen and very poor in the potassium.
Okay. Potassium.
Yes.
But what the farmers are doing, actually, what is the quality of soil now in India, Odisha in particular? What is the NPK ratio actually?
Sir, the NPK ratio is near about 2, and the also farmers are applying the phosphorus and potassium near about same. It is 1:1. So 2:1:1.
Okay. So, mainly in many places we see that farmers are indiscriminately using urea. What is the reason why they are preferring urea?
Yes, sir. As first we look means definitely whenever a farmer does its cultivation, it definitely go after its result whether the production is increasing or not. Whenever they apply urea, it although it gives a bumper production, it increases the yield very heavily as urea contains near about 46% of nitrogen per 100 kg of urea. So it gives bumper production, means higher yield. So they are going for urea application and producing more yield, but it is not beneficial to the soil, and day by day it is degrading the soil quality and soil health.
Okay. So, suppose you have to advise a farmer who has a huge piece of land in an arid area. Okay, there is no moisture, no water, much water is not available. What are the crops you will advise him that he should grow, and what cycle of cropping he should do? Should he do monocropping, or how he should rotate his crops? What would be your advice to him?
Yes, sir. Whenever the water deficient area or dry or arid area, we always farmers advise always to the farmers that please go for diversified farming, so that the crop cycle will be good, and the ample production will be there, so that it does not look for any other cultivation practices, or does not dependent upon other sources, or become leaf or in, or the production will be less in some amount, other area can recover that one also. So particular the cropping system is recommended each the cereals, particularly the core cereals, which are like barley, pearl millet, millets, etc. Coarse grain, they are recommended in the dryland area, so that they can, as the consumption rate of water is very less, near about 400 millimeter, so it is beneficial to the farmers and also for the region where the cropping system is done, as the moisture percentage is very less.
Okay, so which is the major soil type in Odisha, you said?
Yes, sir. The major soil type is red and laterite soil.
Red and laterite soil. So tell me the features of this soil. What nutrients are present more, and what nutrients are absent in this type of soil?
Yes, sir. In red and laterite soil, as the name suggests that it is red. So the red is dominant color due to the ferric oxide, ferrous oxide. It is the dominant color. It takes place due to oxidation takes place in that soil. So the soil becomes red. The particular amount of nitrogen is lacking in that soil, and it is particularly due to the high rainfall area or less evaporated area. So the particular amount deficient is the phosphorus and potassium, and dominated area amount is the nitrogen.
Okay. So can you tell me what is agroforestry?
Yes, sir. It is the agriculture with forestry cultivation. Means in between the rows of forest trees, when we should grow for agricultural crops like the vegetables or short duration crops like pineapple, banana, etc. It is called as agroforestry. It is very harmful. Means it is very beneficial to the farmers and also to the silvicultural practices.
So, have you heard about green box subsidy?
Yes, sir. It is related to WTO, World Trade Organization. There are 4 kind of subsidy provided. One of these green box subsidies.
Okay. So, and amber box?
Amber box also, sir, the one type of subsidy, but I cannot exactly tell what is on this.
What is the importance of agriculture extension?
Yes, sir. Agriculture extension is the basic need by which a farmer can reach to the technical or the experimental or the research practices is reached to the farmer, which is the basic need. In ICA or the Indian Council Agricultural Research or any field or any university is doing so much kind of research, but it needs to reach the farmer or reach to the basic level, which is the basic need. So we must ensure that agriculture extension reach to farmers in time and properly by guiding them and educating them and improving their products.
Okay. So tell me something about you have studied the biology portions or the cell portions of agriculture.
Yes, sir.
So tell me, what are the various methods in which plant breeding can be done? Many
Yes.
are there. You just name the methods.
Sir, plant breeding can be done in many ways, like recurrent selection, mass selection, pedigree selection, crop selection. Like these are the different types of breeding methods which we can grow for crop cultivation, sir, breeding.
Okay. So, what do you mean by sterility and incompatibility? And if that is happening in crop varieties, what is the solution?
Yes, sir. Sterility means the male part. The male part means on indominant and on functional. It is called sterility, so that the reproduction cannot occur. The male part may be reduced or the small in size or infertile. This condition is called sterility. Incompatibility means the unmatching of the stigma and the style, so that the fertilization cannot occur if the incompatibility in between them. The incompatibility, the beneficial point is that we can go for crossbreeding, so it is very beneficial. And to overcome this issue, we have genetically modified crop and genetic engineering, through which the sterile parts are removed, and by colchicine treatment we can improve the crop variety, and also the incompatibility condition is improved by crossbreeding, which is very beneficial to the crop breeding.
Okay. So, farmers who have been, for ages they have been planting or growing field crops. How is it, suppose you are given the responsibility to ensure that farmers' income is doubled, okay, within 2-3 years? So, how will you convince him? Suppose he is, growing only paddy, monocropping he is doing. How can he be convinced that if you go for, crop rotation or multi-cropping, okay, you will get better yield and you will also get better money, okay? So what are the methods? Let's say you will be the, in charge of doubling the farmer's income.
Yes.
As you have knowledge of agriculture, as an agriculture student, how will you convince the farmers? Because they have seen that their parents, forefathers have been doing the same thing, one crop all around the year. Now you are telling them you change the technology, you change the type, the pattern of how you are farming. So what will it take, okay, to get their confidence and they will be ready to, start to experiment? What will you do?
Yes, sir. First of all, then the basic thing we need to reach upon them is that they should avoid the monocropping, so that the crop can be diversified and they can go for we can reach the basic target of doubling the farmer's income. Being an administrator of that area, my basic duty is to first to reach them. And there are various extension technologies like method demonstration, result demonstration. The basic need is that we first pick up the lead farmer in that area, and he must be the role model to other farmers, as it is the basic definition of lead farmer. So we convince the lead farmers to come up and to grow with them and provide the result, the best result, so that if we go for diversified farming and grow for the farming with other cultivation, then it will be beneficial to them, and it must provide the yield those which who are getting by in this time, during this time. So I think this will be the best and helpful method, as farmers first see the result and then adopt that product or adapt that the farming or cultivation practices. So I think it is the best method to provide them. And also there are many government schemes like Pradhan Mantri Sinchay Yojana, Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana. Like these schemes also provide fund to support them, and I will ensure them to come up with these farming practices, and they will definitely get best result. And the practices which are following must be recorded and shown to them in villages like short film or for demonstration purpose, so that it would be beneficial to larger farmers, and day by day the area must be converted to bigger areas.
So, you know that fragmentation of land holding is one of the major concerns.
Yes.
So, first tell me the reasons for fragmentation, and second, what are the solutions?
Yes, fragmentation is basically due to the population growth, sir. As India means the population is rising very fast, so day by day due to family problem, the land is getting fragmented from 1 hectare to half hectare to. So it is growing very fast. Fragmentation is means in near 30 years it has grown up to 30 to 40%. So it is the basic reason where the fragmentation is down. And the solution is up to that the land seeding, which was practiced in 1970s, and convince them to come up with a cooperative farming or a joint venture farming, so that they can cultivate in a large area and grow the product and sell their product and divide the monetary benefits from it. If they go by individual farming in that fragmented, the cultivation or the product they harvest is very less, and if they cooperate with each other and grow for a larger cultivation in a larger area by a cooperative farming or joint farming, they can have a better produce. And also the first and foremost benefit is that they can have the farm mechanization, so that the bigger purpose we can solve, and in lesser time we can go for the better produce and larger cultivation area and the larger farming benefits.
Okay, so government has tried for consolidation of land holdings. What do you think that was success? Consolidation?
Yes, no, not 100%, but it is partially also I can say it is very success. And the consolidated land also due to this consolidation land we are the stage is here that we are such fragmented land. If consolidation was not done, then we have the situation may become worse.
Okay. What is the reason that many agricultural in agriculture we have various categories according to the census. The people who are involved in agriculture are classified into different categories, like agricultural laborer is there. Okay.
Yes.
So what are the other categories that you know?
So rural laborers, agricultural laborers, farm laborers, etc. I think so. They can be
Okay. So in the process of farming, okay, so there is a landowner, right? There is a who are the people who are involved in this entire agricultural process?
So that landowner, farmers, sharecroppers, those who are giving loan or monetary benefits, the seed or fertilizers,
Okay.
store.
So you said that this people who are providing credit to the farmers. So what has the government tried to, how the government has tried to eliminate the middlemen, these mahajans and all? Do you really think that they are actually eliminated in the agricultural cycle, or still there today when the farmer actually needs the money, he needs it immediately? It's not the government, but these mahajans who are actually giving the money at very high interest to the farmers.
Yes, definitely. Means, the Mahajans or the money lenders are eliminated not 100%, but I can say it is near about 60 to 70%. Although means, after nationalization of banks, the banking sector has reached to near about every citizens of India. After that, also the Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, the financial inclusion was there. So in that majority of farmers although covered, but still the money lenders or the Mahajans are there to avoid any means, farmers are still taking loans, and which is the major cause of their suicide also, and they are even nowadays even dependent upon the Mahajans or the money lenders for the credit purpose, and to avoid any exigencies in their area. So day by day, government also have taken many steps, like I told, Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, and covering them by insurance. They have improved a lot, but many things need to be done, and it is means, in continuation, so that we will improve in the better futures.
Okay. So, coming to some other technical aspects of your paper, suppose there is a piece of land which is always water, is always stagnation of water is there. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, waterlogged land,
Yes.
and you were given and due to that its fertility is also decreasing. So, what are the methods you use? Methods of cultivation, or what changes you make to a land which is basically prone to waterlogging? What drainage facilities and etc. What you do?
Yes, sir. First of all, I will ensure the drainage facility. I will make the drainage channel side means according to that land size. I will make the drainage channel to remove the water into the dig holes, so that the water can be at least seepage, and the stagnant water must not be there in that area. And I will suggest, or I will go for the practices for the deep submerged variety of rice. And as rice needs near about 1500 millimeter of water as their for 1 kg of rice, or for rice cultivation, the average is 1500 millimeter of rice. So it is better to go from the cereal crops like rice, and I will suggest the agricultural practices for rice cropping.
Okay. So, you know what is integrated pest management?
Yes, sir. Integrated pest management, leaving a pest residue in the field, so that the beneficial insect and harmful insect, so they can exist together, and we can integrate this into our cropping system, so that we can avoid the chemical residue or chemical fertilizer application, which is very beneficial, very harmful to the farming system, and also to the ecological systems. It is the integrated system.
Okay. In integrated, like let's say, what are the harmful effects if you are using too much fertilizers and pesticides, and how this can be solved? Because fertilizer we have to use some stimulant for growth, and pesticides which we have to use. So what are the problems we are facing when farmers are indiscriminately using fertilizers and chemicals? Okay.
Yes.
What is the solution to this?
Yes, sir. The farmers the fertilizers and chemicals, although it is the basic need of agriculture without which we cannot grow, but farmers are facing many problems, like first the urea they are applying in heavy dose, but the production is although increasing, but the soil health is decreasing first of all. And the second is their the bad effect on their health they are producing, and also it has the antagonistic effect which affect the other crops also. After that, the crop and the NPK ratio is also not maintained. It is very essential to maintain the nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium ratio, the soil, as it is mentioned in the soil health card. And the next point is that they must ensure proper biological organism or the microorganism, so that they can respire and they can enrich the soil. And and the also due to heavy application of the fertilizer, there is pest residue or the chemical residue which is very harmful to the other biological organisms, and it may seepage to the nearby pond or the means river flow, with there occur the biological magnification or the stagnation of the amount, like DDT, etc. So that other organism will be means issue. So the farmers are facing these issues, and to improve these, I can suggest to go for all the means we cannot avoid 100% the means agrochemicals or the fertilizers. We can go for the means green manuring, biofertilizers, the organic cultivation along with the chemical fertilizers, so that it can be avoided to a lot or to an extent, major extent, and also we can have the better regulation of the growth and the production. So it will be beneficial to the farmers' health, and the environment, and also to the means costs.
Okay, right. So agriculture as such, we are for so many years we are planning a lot for agriculture. The government is also giving a lot of inputs in terms of fund and knowledge. But still, why we are lagging behind even to some extent Bangladesh and Pakistan, when we see the yield per hectare of rice and wheat, except for I think Maharashtra, Punjab and Haryana, all over average, India's productivity, that is yield per hectare, is comparatively less than these so-called underdeveloped countries as compared to us. So what is the problem? Why our productivity is less, yield per hectare is less, and how we can improve it? Because tomorrow when our population increases, our area under cultivation will remain same, or it will start decreasing.
Decreasing.
But we have to feed a large population which is going on growing. That means productivity has to be increased.
Yes.
So how you can increase productivity in farmland?
Yes, definitely our productivity of our land is very low, and like Israel and other countries like Pakistan and in Bangladesh, the crop means productivity is very higher. As in India, means the technology transfer is although occur, but not to that much extent. So that it is the basic reason where the productivity is not increasing, and due to land fragmentation we are not going for farm mechanization, which is very possible in other countries. Although the farmers are producing in the production sector, in total production, gross production, we are very high in all the region, but when it comes to productivity or the production for unit area, it is very less. So first of all, we need the farm mechanization practices. Farmers must be entitled with that land holding, so that they can grow for better and efficient cultivation, and also the farmer practices, the agricultural practices or agricultural technology must be reached to them in time and in proper structural way, so that they can have the beneficial benefits of all the measures. So by which we can increase the agricultural crop production per unit area, and by going through micro irrigation practices like drip irrigation, sprinkler irrigation, and by maintaining the soil health, like the NPK ratio, also the soil health card government providing, and for the government the soil testing lab, we can go through the nutrient status, and we will apply according to this, by which the if we will maintain the balance of the NPK or the soil health, we will must find the increase in the production per unit area, even those much we are spending and the ratio of we are getting, and the benefit cost ratio will must be higher.
Okay. So your knowledge of agriculture, how is that going to help you in your administration? Can you give some reasons?
Yes, sir.
How it is going to help?
Yes, sir. First of all, in agriculture, basically the agriculture is a science developed from the rural development, which is the basic reason where the agriculture is come. Rural development refers to the basic backbone, as the farmers are also the backbone of the society. The farmers created the rural, and the society, it is the basic structure. In India, more than 50% is also still dependent upon the agriculture. So in agriculture, we have dealt properly with the basic agricultural practices or the basic regions of the society, basic problems of the society, and what they need, how the society can be improved, and what is the basic way to deal with them, and how the income, first of all the income or the per capita living standard, how it can be increased. So it is the basic reason why the agriculture must be practiced and must be followed. So I think the agriculture knowledge in this way, it will be helpful to the farmers and also to the society, and ultimately the administration will get also help of this.
Okay. That will be the end of the interview. Thank you.